Hey everybody, this is Jeff Wilson from Total Body Running, and today we are going to talk about New Year, New You, different start date. So, we're going to go over a few tips of New Year's resolutions, how to potentially help that with your running, but just more of a way to look at things a little bit differently. Especially if you're watching this or if the title intrigued you, more than likely you're thinking one of two things. Dude, it's like late February, early March. Why are you putting this video out when it's the new year was a couple months ago? Or you're intrigued by what I might say because you have potentially failed or you never set goals, stuff like that. So we're going to go over a few of those things right now. So I looked up a little article from the U.S. World News Report, and it stated that 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by February. 80%. When you think about that statistic, that's crazy. 4 out of 5 people literally fail by February. So not even fail, but just fail by February. And that kind of got my mind thinking a little bit. And even in December when I was home with my family, I had a lot of time to think. I was taking some time off. And I started thinking to myself, like, okay, I like making New Year's resolutions. I'm not as big as some, bigger than others, but, I just thought, hey, maybe this would be a great idea to do and just kind of look at from a different perspective. And also I was like, what if I did it in like February? I got back home. I'm not sitting here putting this pressure on myself to do something right here, right now. And so I kind of went with it, and then I figured, hey, I would wait to write this post and send it out and make this video. You can see my blog post below for the link. Thanks. Most people plan to fail. At the end of the day, people make New Year's resolutions based off the wrong reasons. So there's a few things here. So they may make it off of other people's goals. They hear that, Sally wants to lose weight, and it's at the New Year's Eve party, the Christmas party, and you're sitting there eating a donut or cupcake or something like that. And then, hey, I've been thinking about losing weight for a long time. And now all of a sudden you're here and it's New Year's and people starting to ask you, hey, what are your New Year's resolutions? Hey, I also want to lose 20 pounds. That's not a bad thing, but typically if it's not coming with a huge why other than you're worried about what other people think of you, you're just kind of basing your goal off of other people's statements, what you just read, something on social media. Sometimes that may spark something big. I'm not saying that, seeing a post by somebody or somebody trying to sell a weight loss program or, whatever we're referring to here is a bad thing. But, when it comes to what you're doing to try to help yourself get a better perspective on why you're doing it, it's best to really, really think critically as to, am I trying to do this for somebody else? Am I trying to do it for me? And just kind of go from there to make the best informed decision so that you don't fail ultimately. Most people will honestly not ever really make a plan. They write it down, sometimes not even write it down, it's just in their head, and there's no actual plan to put in place to actually, hey, what am I going to do? What time of day am I going to do these things? How much am I going to read? How much, think about the goal tangibly to what yours is, and then think about, did you actually put it into your schedule? And another note is just kind of as a tip, if you're adding something, especially completely new, if it's fitness oriented, which is probably why you're here watching this, did you ask your spouse? Did you talk to your partner? Kids, what parents, like, do they know that you're now going to wake up at 5:30 in the morning every day? Is that going to affect them in a negative way? Is it just one of those things where somebody says, hey, this is awesome, you want to do this, you want to run your first 5K, you want to run your first marathon in August, so you're going to start training, that's great, but do you really think through the difficulties, potential difficulties, if you will, of how your change will actually affect the people close to you? And then with the people close to you on that subject, do you have the right people near you? And so that's something I really want people to think about when you're thinking about your why. Big thing for you guys to take home with, think about your why. Why are you doing this? Why do you want to run, a certain race, a certain time? Why is this race? If you want to lose a certain number of pounds, you want to learn how to, you want to work with a personal trainer to tone up, what is the reason for it, and really dig deep into that. So do that first, but then think, okay, all right, next, how is this going to affect the people around me? How is it going to affect my current life? How much can I physically put in? And then what other things do I need to change? Nutrition, sleeping habits. And then I want you to pick a start date. And so this is where this post kind of gets a little different than your typical New Year's resolution, because you've either already failed at yours or you haven't ever set any, and now here we go. So pick a start date. Pick March 1st. If you're watching this, that's past March 1st. Pick March 15th. Pick something definitive and not just today, which may not, you might be that type of thinker that, goes that route, that's completely fine. But, think about, be very self-aware about where you are in this and how you would react to just a random goal being just put in your face. Are you going to adhere to it, or do you need some time to plan it out? What type of person are you? And then go with it from there. So there you go. I hope this helps kind of take a different approach to your New Year's resolutions and to whatever your fitness goals may be. And if you want some help designing a plan, please let me know. I can help you create a running plan. I can help you create a fitness plan. If you're in the Colorado Springs area, we can meet one-on-one, and we can discuss your goals and how you can approach it in a very manageable way so that you succeed in the future, and you don't retract and end up just kind of floundering a couple months later, and then you end up failing, quote unquote, and then you just don't look at yourself in the mirror in the same way. You feel like you failed for other people, and then it's just this spiral, and it just continues. So I hope this helps, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll read the blog post below as I go into a little bit more detail. And definitely sign up for my email list. And again, thank you, and have a great New Year.